Lots going on today. What's going on with the Gores? I got a theory, by the way.
You do?
If you haven't heard, Al and Tipper, after 40 years, are calling it quits.
40 years of marriage, and they finally decide, fuck it.
I've been looking at Al Gore closely for the last few years.
Oh, have you?
I think he's doing some hormones, and I think he's going to be changing into a woman for the later years of his life.
Oh, you think he's going to be one of those late life transsexuals?
Yeah. That's my theory on this whole thing. That is my theory, and I'm sticking with it.
Boy, if anyone would have told me they have a theory, that would not have been first or...
Hey, man, look at the pictures yourself.
112th on my list.
They're right there. Google it. I've been studying the Al Gore picture for a while, and something is going on with Al. He's looking softer and softer.
Yeah, that age thing just kind of...
Like, I don't...
Testosterone goes away.
Think about it. If he grew his hair, he would look like an old lesbian.
Well, people... no one really saw them fighting. And on TMZ recently, they reported a huge fight these two had.
Yeah.
Over... Yeah, it was some stupid thing where, like, she wants to spend time in Europe. Yeah, and he wants to come to Caroline's this Thursday through Sunday and watch my show. And she's like, I don't like that guy. His language is too coarse.
He does it every time. God damn, Jimmy.
You didn't see that one coming?
No, I never do. I sit there waiting.
Oh, what's happening with the Gores?
Oh, and then...
She held up pretty good. Is that a recent picture?
Yeah, that couldn't be that old because he looks the same, right?
I'm not a fan of Tipper, but she held up pretty well.
She helps. Remember Aerosmith thanked her for helping sell another million records?
Yeah.
That was the best thing that happened to a lot of those bands. Having Tipper come down hard on them.
Yeah,
it backfired.
Wow,
didn't
that's them early on.
Sure, that's
Al Gore. It looks like Pacino in The Godfather.
Yeah, really? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Now he looks like Pacino there, and now you fast forward 40 years, and he's got a bit of a feminine thing going on.
Yeah.
I think he's in the early stages of having a sex change.
Wow, that would be
imagine
amazing. An ex-vice president just decides to fucking get his dick lopped off.
How embarrassing for the country.
Oh, that would be.
The Arabs would laugh at us forever.
That would be the second most embarrassing thing of the presidency.
What's the most embarrassing?
Oh, well, I think we all know.
Your son.
Your son is attempting to elect.
What's the rumors on the Gores? Does anyone know?
Grown apart.
After 40 years, they were high school sweethearts, right?
They emailed all their friends, their close friends, and told them they are separating because they have grown apart after 40 years of what I'm certain was just bliss.
She's had enough of his fucking weather talk.
Yeah.
How many fights ended like that? We get it. It's raining. We know. It's hot. Shut up.
You think that's all he talks about now?
Oh, carbon footprints and...
she wanted her pussy eaten, but he won't do it because the carbon footprint her coming leaves.
She breathes too heavy.
Yeah,
she leaves carbon dioxide.
Too big of a carbon footprint when she has a big orgasm with a giant black phallus.
You know what it must be around the house of them? They're just turning the air conditioner off when it's blazing outside.
Wow.
No, we're going to do our part. Stop.
Well, we got
weather.
We got a great classic clip from the 2000 Democratic Convention. Remember this? When the Gores kissed?
Oh.
While I can't thank each of you individually in words, I do so in my heart. And I know you won't mind if I single out someone who has just spoken so eloquently, someone I've loved with my...
Listen to the voice. I think it started in 2000 now that I think about it.
He always had that weird voice.
Voice.
A little, almost like a lisp thing to it.
Sad voice. I hope my theory's right.
I've loved with my whole heart since the night of my high school, my wife Tipper. We've been lucky enough to find each other all over again at each new stage of our lives, and we just celebrated our 30th wedding anniversary.
Well,
our 30th wedding anniversary. Oh, God, he just pulls a McGreevy on her.
Yes.
I am a gay American.
There's got to be something else there, obviously. What would Tipper care? 40 years into a relationship.
After being married 40 years and you grow apart, don't you just say fuck it and stick it out?
You see the older couples.
What are you doing?
The guy goes and plays golf. The wife there goes and hangs out with her friends, and they just live separate lives, but they share a household.
You don't start bitching about the roller coaster ride during the chick part where you're stopping.
Right.
Yeah. You're done with it. Fuck it. Wait till it ends and then just jump off.
She's so tired of his environment talk.
Yeah. She's just sick of it.
She's had it up to here.
She's sick of it.
And he's sick of her and her language restrictions. He's like, I want to come in your mouth. And she puts a little sticker on him. Not that type of language.
You think just tired
of it.
Carbon footprint,
and
global warming,
the ice caps melting, and
at this point she hates the color green.
Oh, she probably points at the map. New York flooded by Tuesday. You asshole! I believe that. She's tired of his dopey cadence,
his Forrest Gump.
Oh, she's sick of him.
He sounds like Forrest Gump a little bit.
Yeah, he is.
Just a little bit.
She's just had enough.
She's had it.
She just wants to relax and be out of the limelight, and fucking Fatso wants to make more movies.
Dolt.
Yeah, she's probably a big Fox News fan.
Yeah.
You know what it was? He touched her leg. She was watching Hannah, and he felt the front of her panties were damp. And he said, we're getting a divorce.
This grown apart thing. Yeah.
This is obviously the beginning. I think some stuff's going to come out.
When you're together 40 years like that, it could just be that. I don't know.
They seem like they were still happy at 30.
There were never
30 years.
You never read about problems with these two.
No.
So.
Again, on that level, though, you have to really fuck up for it to leak, because everyone around you knows how to keep their mouth shut.
Yeah.
With domestic stuff, I think.
Yeah. Maybe his wiener doesn't get hard anymore.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, God.
Yes.
He just gets distracted all the time about the environment. He's trying to fucking get a rod, and he just hears one of those fucking hooty owls that are becoming extinct. That just troubles me.
Yeah. Yes.
There it is.
I don't know, man. I'm telling you.
Al, what are you doing? Al, maybe if I touch it a little more and juggle the balls here. That's it. Do that. Yeah, just keep touching it a little more. Yeah. Jerk off right under the head. The jet stream is changing, and the dolphins aren't able to mate like that. Al, I'm sorry, Tipper. I'll just keep going. So maybe diddle my ass with your finger. I'm flustered. The dolphin problem. Oh, Al, you're getting hard again. Yeah, I knew I would. No, you're beautiful, Tipper. 40 wedded years of bliss. And you just know exactly how to touch me. And the icebergs are melting, and it's going to flood the coastline, and we're just going to be screwed. And there's nothing I could do about it. I'm trying to help people in the world, and...
How'd you...
Al! I want to fuck, Al! Ooh, the dirty talk. Keep it coming. Keep the dirty talk coming. Al, I want you to take your hard cock and shove it in Tipper's pussy. Just shove it right in my pussy. Okay, I like that. I like your dirty talking. Oh, it's wonderful. Haven't plugged that oil slick yet.
How'd you figure out how to do Al Gore?
His rod just fucking going away. Bubblegum rod. Mouthful of Hubba Bubba.
I'm sticking with my fucking sex change theory.
You think?
You see the picture? Was that a recent picture, too? The cover of Rolling Stone magazine? No, that's a little older? Okay. Huh?
The ice caps are melting.
His rod's gone. It's a limp mess. He's trying to fucking ram it in there with his fingers. The finger splint.
Yeah, it's like where you push back on the fat of the stomach to make the cock stick out.
Get it in there. And
more information coming in about the separation of the Gores. Yes, Kevin from Connecticut's got the scoop. He writes, Al's going green, we all know that, while Tipper's going black.
Oh, fuck. Well, that would be something else if she just started stepping out like that.
Can you imagine if she started dating, like, Young Jeezy or some rapper, whoever they are? Some swinging dick.
Just like big fucking 8-pack of abs, never wears a shirt.
Yeah.
Just walks around sweating all the time.
She started wearing like a sideways baseball hat, like a Dodgers hat to the side.
Oh,
and you knew she was just getting fucked down properly.
and Al is just babbling about the jet stream and fucking climate change.
That's all we have on this, though?
She's
nothing else.
They're not going to let anything out. It could just be. He's a guy, too, who. What are they? He's like 64, maybe 65. He's a guy who can probably get ass. You know, he'll be able to get pussy for the rest of his life, so why would he keep wanting to fuck the same woman?
Yeah.
Like, after all these years, when you're done with each other, he's probably, fuck this, I got a few years of fucking left.
And instead of making scandal, you know, he'll do it legit, separate, and then, you know, go his own way, and he'll be seen at some of these events, maybe, with some woman on his arm.
Al's 62.
Oh, yeah, he's not, I mean, like, that's old for us, but he can fuck for another 12 or 13 years, man. He's got some fucking left.
He'll be all right.
Do you think he thinks of those things, though, while he's trying to fuck it? He loses his erection?
Constantly. Oh, baby. That's so good. That's seeing the way the glaciers have pulled back. It's not as big as they used to be. Neither is something else, Al. All right. Look out the window. That's not a hybrid.
And I bet he resents it that she refers to, what's it called? Something to the Truth? What's the name of the show?
An
Inconvenient Truth.
Inconvenient Truth.
She probably hates, like, he hates that she calls it Your Little Movie. She doesn't look at it like it's changing the world. She asked him if he's going to be doing another little movie. They despise each other.
Doing a little movie. Your little film. Mr. used to be vice president. Now you're making little movies.
Yeah, now you're just a fucking fat kvetcher.
Oh, that's funny. That is a great bit. Al Tipper.
Old Tipper.
Done after 40 years.
Tipper
separating.
just wants some cock.
That's all she wants is one that stays stiff long enough for her to...
Just to mount it. Have a little fun, but no.
We don't like Tipper, but it's pretty obvious that he's the problem.
Yeah. I think he's the problem with his little movie.
Yeah.
His little movie.
His little movie became an obsession.
Yeah.
That cute little movement of his.
Oh, look at you. All green, aren't you?
Every time she'd straddle it, she would just be like ramming her vag against it, but it would just be kind of like sleeping on his stomach.
Slipping out.
What's worse than that? What's worse than when a girl's trying to ride your dick and it's just not cooperating? And it's just fucking, there's no way to fake it. Because she's like rubbing her pussy and grinding on you, and you just kind of flops out. And it's like when a coffin opens and the body falls out.
Oh, shit.
Except this smells worse.
They do get very annoyed.
Oh, they hate that.
Because they want to rock the top. They want to rock up there and really like get going, and unless you are really like rock hard, that could slip out.
The worst is when a girl's fucking you like that and your dick is like a quarter hard and you're both just hanging in there, and like I'll just zone out and get annoyed while she's, and I want to go like, do we both not know what's just happening here? You're sitting on a slug. How much fun could you be having?
Jimmy's sex life is just intense all the time.
It really is always bizarre.
It's very intense in your house.
Oh, goddamn, is that fucking funny?
Yeah. Oh, it's the worst.
Oh, fuck.
Just fucking go flop. It's over.
It just pops out, and it's all like wet from her juices.
Just fucking laying there.
Yeah, it's glistening and embarrassingly bright. Because her body is doing what it was intended to do. While yours fails?
Failing miserably.
Miserably. Hers is lubricating so they can accept the seed as nature intended.
God, that's fucking funny, man.
Yeah, but yours pops out. And it might have worked had you not had your fingerprints on it from jerking off to fucking clips for sale stuff.
Yeah, maybe you should have saved that load for the girl.
Exactly, or maybe I shouldn't just edge all day. Maybe I should teach my penis that there are other things besides my dry fist. My poor dick. I've literally conditioned it. It's like the Iraqi people and Saddam was there.
Shit. Yeah, there's nothing worse.
It's fucking, especially when it's not acknowledged. Like, and I'll acknowledge it. Like if it's not happening, whatever, it happens sometimes. It's not, I don't know. I don't get embarrassed at this point.
Yeah,
no, you don't consider it a problem.
No,
it's just one of those things that
every once in a while,
occasionally it happens.
Yeah,
especially if you think you're gonna go for 2. You're going for 2 rounds. You've been through your first round, and then you think, I think I'm ready to rock on the second round, and then it gets going. So you're like, all right, ready to rock, and then during. Something happens and just says, you know something?
I'm not ready to rock.
I wasn't really ready to rock yet.
Right.
Like she says something unsexy, like I love you, while you're fucking. I'd rather have a girl say I stepped in shit outside of Macy's than I love you while I'm fucking her.
I usually have the TV on, and sometimes I'll get a little distracted. Something like Cold Case Files will be on.
Oh, really?
Jungle Fever comes up.
Jungle Fever.
You start focusing on the show.
And, yeah, if you start, like, focusing on what you're listening to on the show or rudely turn your head over your shoulder to see what's on the screen, yeah, you just keep going.
Oh, God.
Don't mind me. I'm going to be watching this.
Remember the days you could just knock back 6 of them without even thinking?
No.
You never had that, Jimmy?
No.
You can do that if you spend all day and night, like, in bed. You take
no.
breaks watching some movies. And
You never had it where you just endless?
No, because I've been so obsessed with jerking off for so long that I was always twisted in that area.
Really?
Yeah.
You remember those days, right, Ant?
Yeah,
You're not doing 6 now.
No, there are times it's well, it all depends on where you are, who you're with, how long it's been, just things like that, and how long you have to spend together. You're not going to pump out fucking 5 or 6 in an hour, 2 hours. Ain't going to happen. But if you go with 24 hours of just laying in your own fluids in bed, then a little TV, and then a little more reaching over, touchy-feely, a little more fucking, a little more watching, maybe you fucking have a drink, maybe you go grab something to eat, you're back, you're fucking again. Like shit like that is, yeah. Yeah, and then you could just keep going and going and going.
I'm just talking about youth, though. Effortless.
Oh, when your fucking dick was like a fucking...
you're just knocking him.
A trebuchet?
Just knocking him down. Yeah, exactly.
You have trebuchet cock. Funk. Just launching boulders.
The older you get, you learn quality over quantity.
Tug on your nuts and launch a fucking boulder. Yeah.
Quality over quantity, man.
Never a fucked many times guy. Never.
What's your record?
I don't know.
Mine was at least 6,
but I could
7.
I could fuck for a long time without coming. Like I could get close and then stop. So all those times where maybe I would have put out loads, I would just stop fucking. I was never more than a 1 or 2 guy. Never. But I could fuck
your
for a while.
entire life. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think all of that energy that you were able to fuck different like different loads with, I was putting into edging with pornography when I'd go to Rite Aid and rent 3 pornos.
Right.
Because Rite Aid used to rent pornos.
Rite Aid rented pornos?
Yeah, they had a movie section.
I don't remember that.
And I would go, I would rent a VCR. I didn't own one. I would rent a VCR and I would rent pornography. And I would go home and watch 3 in a row and then not come until the one scene in the third one that I thought I could come to.
James speaks the truth because I worked in a video store, the only other job I ever had, I guess. And, there was a day you would rent the VCRs because they weren't available to everybody.
Yeah.
So we had, I think, 10 of them that people were constantly renting.
Dude, the high of getting that home with like a porno movie.
You're just frothing at the mouth.
Because I couldn't believe... My buddy Raj and my buddy Frank, They're both their dads.
Raj Dwayne and Rerun.
No, Raja. He's an Indian guy, and his dad was one of the first guys with a top-loading VCR. So I saw my first porno sitting on his parents' bedroom floor.
Yeah.
Like we were just kind of sitting there, like on the floor, watching. I couldn't believe. I went into his parents' bathroom and jerked off on the floor.
On the floor like an animal.
I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I went into his parents' fucking bathroom, closed the door, and laid on the rug and jerked off. I couldn't believe I had just seen that.
It's like, did I just watch that? Actually saw porno.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Why does your brain get a little numb to that? Because, man, when you first started seeing porn, you were out of your fucking mind.
Still pictures in a magazine.
That was the first Avatar.
Yeah.
You want to talk about visually pleasing.
Do you know
Fuck that 3D shit.
We used to steal, I would steal Penthouse, and Playboy magazine. I never liked Playboy. Out of the vending machine.
We was awesome.
I remember the Pia Zadora issue.
Yes.
You take a screwdriver and I would jimmy the magazines out every month. It was a fucking...
Jimmy.
Yeah, yay! And on my ice cream I would have jimmies. Yay!
Yay me.
Anything with me. I would just walk up to girls and go, me, Cocoa Pop. And then I would cave their head in with a fucking brick.
Jesus. Oh, wowee. Hey, we got to go back to the Al Gore thing for 1 second.
Holy shit.
Because, who's this from Jersey?
Bill?
Maybe.
All right, Bill, go ahead, real fast.
Just supporting Opie's theory on Al Gore with Ian Halpern calling, I guess a month ago or so about his whole theory on someone getting a sex change that won an Academy Award, his inconvenient truth, and Al Gore getting a sex change to kind of back up Opie a little bit.
Well, could we pull that clip from Ian Halpern, possibly? Didn't we all think it was Hillary Swank that was going to get the sex change when Ian Halpern hinted at that?
Yeah.
Well, didn't he say there was somebody in Washington having an affair? Did that come out who that was?
Yeah, the Obama thing, which is, I don't know.
What Obama
It doesn't really, exactly.
In Gurney?
Doesn't have a lot of legs.
Oh. You're blowing in a limo?
That supposedly he had some broad on the side before he was president.
I would hope so. I'm sure. I hope he. That's one thing with
I
him.
forgot what year, 2004. So I don't know. I don't know the details on that, but it didn't really pick up steam. It was in like one of those rag magazines, though, on the front cover.
Does he have? Do you think he has a fucking thing now?
Who?
Obama. He doesn't. I'm sure he does.
You think Obama has what?
Side shit? These guys all have
side.
You have to on that level.
Yeah, side.
There's so many people that would love to fucking
Do you know how
tell
much
the world that he has side.
Spends alone with just his, Secret Service guys. He's on trips. No?
Yeah, there's more should have Opie's back, I guess, than Ian, since I know he has shit information most of the time.
So Ian did say someone that won an Academy Award is going to get a sex change. Wow, could you imagine if my stupid theory is the one?
I would love that.
I'm just saying, man. Like, you nailed his fucking impression, his voice today.
Oh, good.
There's always been something going on with that voice.
Yeah, it's a little...
has a little Forrest Gump and a little
feminine.
And a little lisp to it.
Something's there.
All right, thanks, brother.
Wait, one more thing?
I think we have Ian Halpern calling in tomorrow, so we'll ask him.
Oh, damn.
Of course, he won't give us anything. He'll hint around a whole bunch of stuff once again tomorrow.
Another blind item.
Hey, Ian, what do you got on the Al Gore situation?
Look,
the Globe saying that he was caught up in a gay sex scandal.
I don't think Al Gore likes cock. Bill, no, really.
I just like how serious you just said that.
Why are you laughing? This is what he does for a living.
No,
Bill,
you're mocking him.
Slick Willie.
I don't know what he does.
He's one of those, National Enquirer guys.
The jerk. Well, I'm a bit higher than the Enquirer. I'm New York Times number one.
I'm sorry.
I can't even walk in Runyon Canyon because of this show. People come up to me. I'm on Entertainment Tonight all the time, Insider. They come up to me because of this motherfucking show in Runyon Canyon. I mean, how do they even recognize me?
I don't know.
I go to the bowling alley in Ventura. The guy booking me into the bowling alley says, "You're His Highness from Opie and Anthony."
What do you do with
this
the
show is the
bowling
biggest motherfucking thing on the planet.
That's how a king parties. He goes out bowling.
No, he's out there getting the scoop on the celebrities that are bowling there.
I think Al Gore likes black pussy.
Oh, yeah?
Wow. That's what my sources say.
Well, that's worse than being gay.
That's your sources.
My sources don't say he's gay.
What's the gay scandal he was caught up in then?
Well, who printed the gay scandal?
I heard he was fucking a cheerleader or something.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're saying about it, but it's a headline, and Ant
I heard he
kind of
was
made the
married.
point that it's probably something that he's barely...
It's peripheral. It's not
very
him.
peripheral.
It's
and
somebody that he knows or some.
I heard- I
someone
agree
that
with
used
you.
to work
I agree,
for
Anthony.
him, maybe.
I heard he was married to Tipper Gore. That's
Yeah,
what
I
I
heard
heard.
that, too.
I heard he was married
Yeah,
to her,
yeah.
and after 40 years of it, he was like, you know what?
Fuck this. Yeah.
I've had it.
Would anyone here
You
fuck...
ruined music for
Would
an
anyone
entire
here fuck
decade.
Tipper
Yes.
Gore for $1 million?
Yes.
$1 million? There
story.
aren't many
Why
girls
not?
I wouldn't fuck for $1 million.
I'd fuck you for $1 million.
That's the answer. I love that question. Yeah, why not? It's $1 million. Why wouldn't you?
Suggesting anyone in here has morals.
That-
All right.
It's like how
That Adam's apple on Tipper Gore's always scared me.
A little rough.
How long?
Where's
How
this
short
doctor?
would Indecent Proposal that movie be if they asked that question?
Really?
Well, fuck that when we got an Al Gore story.
Oh, my God. What a naughty boy.
You want me to just read this and we'll slow down? There's a lot of stuff in here.
Love
Woman claims Al Gore sex abuse. An Oregon masseuse.
Oh, boy.
Not exactly where you think the hot masseuses are going to be.
No.
What page is this in the paper? Is this like front page to first five?
It's in the big gossip column.
Oh.
An Oregon masseuse filed a police statement accusing Al Gore of sexual abuse that left her traumatized after a nearly 3-hour, $540 massage session, according to a bombshell new report.
3 hours.
3 hours
Come
of
on.
tugging on Al Gore's pud.
How stiff is your hammy that you need a 3-hour massage? That is a fucking Al Gore pud.
Al Gore's pud was fucking yanked for 3 hours. I'm thinking
$540 for 3 hours.
maybe he couldn't make cumsies.
Yeah, he couldn't because he just kept thinking about the out environment.
Yes, the environment.
Oh, that's
Spotted
right. I
owls.
forgot about that. But yeah,
I heard that on replay. One of the funniest things ever. His cock going soft every time he would think of like the spotted owl.
Oh, that's right. That's probably what the problem was. Why it took 3 hours. See, we did have that right.
Wow.
we need some massage music for this this story there, E-Rock. You know, the guys down the hall would appreciate some production behind our bits. So why don't you give us some massage music,
Some new age stuff.
some new age stuff?
Yeah.
Then the guys down the hall will feel worthy today. Yuck. Yuckaroo. $540, 3 hours. The alleged incident. You got some fucking massage music or what?
You're probably spelling massage wrong. Dude,
That's
my dick is
gentle.
filling up.
That's
This music makes my dick hard. And that's the sound my hiney makes when a finger slips in. Sometimes gas comes out. Sometimes I'm getting my butt fingered and gas slips out.
gas will slip out because you're happy.
Yeah, and it makes vuvuzela sounds.
I'm so embarrassed to tell you that this is Yanni from his very successful
Oh.
CD, Keys to the Imagination.
Wow.
Am I
know the
correct,
Yanni?
E-Rock? Thumbs up on that?
Oh my, dude, this makes me think
Thumbs up.
of a girl who might let you do something, who might not, and she's. Oh man, this fucking music gets me. I like Yanni. I want to see him
Really?
in because I've had so many. You know how many loads I've had come out to this sound?
All right, now we're ready for our massage story. The alleged incident took place at an upscale hotel in Portland. So what, Jimmy? You know a little bit about this shit. So what, she came to the hotel to give him a little massage, you think? Or was it a place in the hotel?
I don't know. I'm going to guess that a guy like Gore has them come to him because you can't risk being filmed. Or he may go...
But what if there was a spa in the hotel? And then he was
someone-
able to talk his way into some shit.
Then somebody may have made the appointment for him and not told them who it was, and he just walks in.
Okay.
But this is... Okay, because this is... I don't know how this one worked.
Sorry, go ahead.
So who knows? I mean, it's upscale hotel in Portland.
Okay, let me get back on track. I'm sorry. Mad Dog or one of his guys want to call?
It's one of his guys.
Okay, fuck it. No, it's either Mad Dog or nobody. The alleged incident, sorry, Jimmy, took place at an upscale hotel in Portland, October 2006, while the former vice president, now 62, is in town to talk about climate change.
Of course.
He's flying around the world getting his fucking pud looked at.
You know it.
That's sort of what we said, right?
Yeah.
We said that he was probably traveling with some young hippie broads, but now it looks like it might be massages.
Imagine, though, that this was, at one point, one of the most powerful men on the planet.
Yes.
But in this base moment, here he is, on his back with his fat stomach out, just trying to get some fucking dropout to jerk him off. Like, isn't that what men are?
See?
That's what
just
men
what
are.
It boils down to.
That's all we are.
Speaking
Powerful
of which,
guy.
I'm looking at the vuvuzelas. How bad do you want to put one in a pussy?
Pretty badly, actually.
Pretty badly, right?
We so would have done
wiffle ball bat,
pussy vuvuzela,
bat challenge or whatever.
We so would have done vuvuzela
Vuvuzela
challenge.
queeks.
And the old Opie and
yeah.
Anthony would have a girl playing this with her pussy, but
Yeah.
no insertion.
You know what would be great?
No
You
insertion, right? Everybody, keep it safe.
You shove it up a girl's her twat, and then you push down on her abdomen, and we try to play her like a fucking bagpipe, like a cunt bagpipe.
You laugh, but the old Opie and Anthony would do just that to see if it works. But,
I know,
but we're not allowed to do insertion
we're not allowed.
anymore.
And we did see what happened with the old Opie and Anthony show when given free reign.
Yeah, this is true.
There was an issue.
Yeah, we got through it. We got through
Barely.
it. But we got through it. That's how I look at it. The woman also claims she even saved pants she wore the night of the encounter.
Uh-oh.
After noticing suspicious stains on the garments.
Oh, shit.
A police report noted.
Put it under the black light.
Yanni.
The
The sensational allegations by the 54-year-old frump, auburn-haired woman, had been kept under wraps for years, but were uncovered by the National Enquirer, which we have right in front of us, in the wake of Gore's recent split from wife Tipper. Tipper had previously complained about her husband's trips to massage therapists and reportedly suspected he may have been involved with one.
Oh, shit.
This woman is awful looking.
God, do I understand this guy?
You do?
Do you understand?
You get him?
Yes!
Yes!
Read Opie gets to the rest of it towards the end. It's like, I understand.
Well, do we need this shit? Woman lawyer first told Portland. All right, the woman's lawyer first told Portland cops in December that she wanted to report unwanted sexual contact by Gore, but she blew off police interviews. On January 6, 2009, however, she decided to file a complaint alleging that Gore, who signed into the hotel as Mr. Stone, repeatedly subjected her to unwanted sexual touching. I finally got out the door after being forcefully pulled back in the room a couple times and trying to leave, to be groped and fondled and have tongue kissed forced on me.
Oh, God.
Oh, sorry, and have tongue kisses forced on me. And that's when he's saying, you know you want to do it, and I was just thinking, oh my God. She said Gore was so persistent, she derided him for being crazed. What?
She derided him for being a sex-crazy poodle. Like, she probably tried to baby talk her way out of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
These dummies will do, yeah.
The Inquirer reported that according to hotel documents, it has seen Gore ordered up to a 90-minute therapeutic massage at Hotel Lucia after 11 p.m.
Al Gore raped me, man.
So it was a hotel thing.
At the hotel, he may not have ordered it. He may not have gotten it from the hotel. He may have. I don't know.
No, he ordered up a 90-minute therapeutic massage. So he called down to the desk and said, I want a 90-minute therapeutic massage.
But what is he doing that to
massage.
his room? Do it to one of your guys' rooms. What are you doing, Al?
Guys don't think like that. They just fucking trip over their own dick constantly.
His wife got mad that he has gotten...
Oh.
Oh, my God.
That session was followed. So he started with 90 minutes, and then that session was followed by a 75-minute Shindu session, which incorporates acupressure. The woman said she was so traumatized by the encounter that my sleep and mood has been vastly disturbed, that she's seeing a specialized counselor, and that her work has been more stressful and frightening for me since this incident. That's all bullshit.
Lawsuit bullshit.
You're in a business where guys are going to fucking make their moves from time to time. And what, she's surprised? This was the first time this happened?
Yeah, she's suing the fucking, the carpenter that did the same thing.
Right.
No, but it's Al Gore.
If
this girl's sexy.
Gore declined to comment, let me tell you something. If you're the former vice president and you're accused of rubbing your dick on a fucking person, you better make a fucking statement denying it. You better say no. Fucking this no comment thing. If you honestly, on the road, the legitimate massages I get after 11 p.m., we had her on one, Dr. Dot. Honestly, her therapists don't play fucking games. Like, you just, they are good and they don't jerk you. It's like you kind of know going in, this is gonna, cause like she's a fucking,
right.
She doesn't, they have to answer to her, and she fucking monitors email. She's out of her mind. But you get a great massage and it's legit. That's the only ones I'm allowed to get on the road without a fucking issue. But if you're going on like fucking Craig's for a massage,
oh
boy,
that's good.
You're not gonna get tugged.
But it doesn't sound like he went that route.
No, he went through the hotel. It sounds legit.
And then assumed like I could get something done with this woman.
Yeah,
she's in my room, massaging me.
I'm better. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say he can't get a hooker, so he knows he can get one of these girls and then work his fucking Al Gore magic on her.
But I bet I'm better at turning one than he is.
Oh, I bet.
You're bet.
A pro.
Because he's a clumsy fat man. Like, he probably just goes, come on, you know you want to. I would never say that to a girl. I'm like, come on, I'll be nice about it. I'll be nice about it. There's nothing better when they're rubbing your stomach. I'm like, could you rub my stomach? And then you take your cock and you slap it against the back of their knuckles.
Really?
Yeah.
That works?
Not always, no.
Well, sometimes what do they do?
When they
don't like that?
They punch it.
I've had a couple stop
fucking uppercut to your ball bag.
Do you know what's really sexy, though? Like, it drives you crazy when you get a towel, you're on your back, and you get a towel over your stomach and legs, and they're rubbing your stomach, and then her hand brushes over your soft cock against the head of it twice. I had that happen.
Does that mean it's going to happen?
You think so, but I've had a couple where they're like, oh, no.
That was just a slip?
It was really dark, though, so it might have been a mistake.
You fucking
might have been
own it. It's yours now.
Yeah, you broke it, you bought it.
You broke it, you bought it. You touch it, you jerk it off.
Jesus. That's just a mistake that happens?
I've had it happen twice where they wouldn't go any farther.
Fuck.
Oh, that's like a girl going, could you scratch my back? And as you're doing it, you just diddle her asshole for a second.
And go, oops, that was a mistake.
Yeah, whoops, it was a mistake.
You have a long back, madam.
To do that, and then just lick your fingers. Like you were making fudge.
Like the beaters and the fucking cake beaters. You were making licking shit off your fingers.
Jesus.
Delicioso. That's pretty rude.
Wow. This guy writes, what are the odds a pres and vice pres from the same years would both be taken down by cum? Dude, I think the odds are pretty good.
Dogs.
I think the odds are pretty good. I don't think Clinton and this Gore are the first guys to be doing all this shit while they're high-powered, guys.
They didn't really have a good rapport with each other either. Clinton and Gore.
How did the same guy?
Yeah, I know. But they really kind of didn't. And meanwhile, they had
a lot in common.
Same thing. Yep. Loving the same thing.
Snatch. That's why you got to be sickening when the whole country turns on anyone for this shit. As long as you're not a pedophile or rape, everybody any powerful man does this.
Yeah.
Fucking guy wants to get jerked off. You know what? I didn't like Al Gore. Leave him the fuck alone. If he wants to get jerked off, I say let him get his fucking pontificating dick tugged.
And this guy writes, don't have time to go to him. He says, why do guys, he's on the phone, why do guys like Gore put themselves in these situations? Probably because he wasn't getting anything at home.
They're guys, why do people put them up on a pedestal, first of all, and think, oh my God, they're politicians and they're great men of power and they're wise men. And no, they're guys with cocks and they want cum to shoot out of it. And it's best when another person does it for you. There. That's laid out in plain fucking English. That's what he likes. Yeah, what's he gonna do? He can't go to a hooker. He can't just fucking go to a bar, pick up some broad, especially when he's married or was. So he gets a legitimate hotel masseuse to come up to his room and then gropes her fucking ass and tits. And
the National Enquirer is saying
she
saved her pants for evidence. So what is the Gore?
I bet he was hugging her.
He's fucking secreted a little bit on there. Got a little clear stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Shine that fucking black light on there. Nice.
I'm trying to see if the Enquirer has more info on this story.
The Enquirer fucking really does break so many stories. Yeah, they're wrong sometimes, but they're usually right now.
Sex.
Oh my God, this story is a lot longer than the National Enquirer.
Oh wow, is that all fucking?
Oh my God, it's like 3 pages long.
Wow, they really went off on this one.
They show pictures of the room of the massage therapist.
Jesus Christ.
We'll have to go through this article, see if there's more to it.
One of the best fucking fuck-ups was Frank Giffords. God, was that great.
What did he do?
They put the camera in the room and totally set him up. And he came in with a hooker and was talking about he wants to fuck her in the asshole and shit. It's just fantastic. Stupid Kathy Lee is just talking about how great her husband is for all those years. And what a great dad and husband he is. And how they're doing this, that. And it just came out. Him just talking about tooling some whore in the asshole right on camera. Oof. Fantastic. Dummy.
Dude, Al Gore, look.
And that's in the paper
that
White House, man,
that White House was a brothel. Bottom line. Al Gore was getting it too. I've said that for years. Bill Clinton, he was singled out. Al Gore was silent, shaking in his boots the whole time because he was getting just as much pussy as Slick Willie.
And he knew at some point it was going to come down.
And it took a long time to come down.
Certainly did.
Probably, I'm going to guess if he did that, he probably played it smarter and did things with like masseuses and where there's like some kind of plausible deniability. Like, yeah, I was just getting a massage. Like, what? Where they knew that they would not have much of a case. Whereas Clinton, was trying to stick his dick in a fucking girl holding cocktail franks.
All right, we got to go to this guy in Staten Island. He's slightly pissed at Jimmy.
Why?
Angelo.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Slightly. It's not that big a deal.
Jimmy. Jimmy, what I loved before is you saying, defending Al Gore. It sounded like, you're trying to make sure that in the future, if anything like that ever happens to you, your name might not get released. You sounded like a lawyer getting ready to protect yourself.
Nah, dude, I'm telling you, my name released, I've written books talking about my filth. What I mean is, I'm not talking about perversion, dude. I'm talking about sexual charges like illegal stuff, rape, things that ruin your life. And my problem is not a rapist's name being released. I think rapists should be shot. It's the fact that when you really didn't do it, that's a problem because your name is all over the place and the woman's is not. So it's like, why is your name all over the place when there's such a stigma attached to even being accused?
No, I agree, Jimmy. I was saying, I liked it. I agree with you. But, and you're the VP, whether he wrote books or not, the reality is it's all about the money. It's all about the racket.
Yeah. Man. You're probably right. And again, I have no charges. I'm not a predator. I mean, I never make chicks do what they don't want to do. Because I'm a dirtbag.
All right, get out of here.
Did you hear that, or was I just thinking it?
We're going to get to that audio in a little bit. The masseuse is speaking. We got her police statement. But let's get to this audio. Al Gore's massage therapist. She talked to the police, and they recorded it. And then they said, you know what? Let's let the world listen in.
Yeah, let's give this out.
Pretty amazing that you're allowed to do that.
I know.
I wonder if it's because it was the vice president. They didn't want any fucking implications.
That there was a cover-up.
There was anything happening inappropriate. This is what she said, her own words.
Yeah, so what do we know about this Al Gore so far before we get into this audio?
He's fat and he hates snow.
Perfect. Let's go with the audio. I guess he might like a Yankee cranky or two.
A little.
Something's going on, and
suspect.
We all wondered when the divorce announcement came out why after 40 years, but now we're starting to find out why.
And for a second, I actually believed it when they said, "Oh yeah, it's just some amicable split." They decided after 40 years that they had grown apart, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh wow, imagine that after 40 years." And there it is. No, he liked fucking a nice rub and tug till he spurted his VP gack all over his stomach.
He's not happy unless he's coming over somebody's knuckles and wedding ring. Like he wants them to actually have to wash their ring in the sink.
Wash. Why'd you say wash?
You know, wash.
You have to wash
Potato flakes.
Gotta wash it
Yeah,
off.
let's get some potato flakes all over the fingernails.
In front of his family. Oh, I'll never forget that.
Oh.
Very inside, but a few people. All right, here's the massage therapist talking to the cops. Let's get right into this.
I knocked on the door. Al Gore opened.
Okay, yeah, it does need to set up. So he's in a hotel in Portland, and
Hotel Lucia.
Yes, and very nice hotel, and he ordered up a massage. It sounds like it's part of the hotel.
They'll get it for you, sure.
You know, and so she goes up to his room to give him a massage.
I knocked on the door. Al Gore opened the door, and I introduced myself, saying, "Hello, I'm your massage therapist. How shall I call you?" He answered, "Call me Al," with a big smile as he...
Call me Al. Call me Al. Da, da. He's Al. We got it. Jesus.
I knocked on the door. Al Gore opened the door, and I introduced myself, saying, "Hello, I'm your massage therapist. How shall I call you?"
Call me sir.
He answered, "Call me Al," with a big smile as he stretched out his arms to wrap me into an embrace as a greeting in the inner entryway of the room as I stepped inside. He was wearing a long-sleeve dress shirt. It was a medium bright blue, I think, open at the collar, and dark pants, which were slacks, I think. The hug went on a bit long, and I was taken just a bit aback by it. If it weren't Al Gore, I would have seriously been questioning the situation right there, because the hug from an unknown male client before the session is a bit odd and unprofessional by typical LMT business standards. And the hug seemed to last a bit just long for just a friendly hug.
Jesus.
He's grabbing.
Al's got an opening move. All right,
Come
Al.
on, baby. I'm the vice president.
Call me Al. And then he dog humps her leg until he comes in his pants against the door. Now massage me, whore. I love Al's move.
Al's got a hell of a move. What game?
Mm-hmm.
LMT. Licensed massage therapist. She wants to make it sound like she's not a fucking Yankee cranky.
But I don't think she is, Ann.
Yeah.
Maybe in her past or whatever, but it sounds like she was working for the hotel doing legit massages.
But she wants $1 million to talk. She's fucking... fuck her.
She is.
They're all whores. You pay for it, what? What's... we all pay for it?
We all pay for it one way or another.
Yeah, exactly.
In the long run, we're all paying for it.
Okay, we'll just go right to the next clip here.
He described a grueling travel schedule over the previous week or two, mostly by air, and he said he needed his gluteus, hamstring, quadriceps, and adductors worked on, as well as his abdominal area besides his back.
Pause right there, please. He needed his gluteus. He wanted his ass massaged.
He needs some ass play.
Because he's been sitting on his big fat ass in a plane while preaching about the environment. Who doesn't love this man?
Sitting on his mashed potato butt.
He needed his gluteus. Oh, that's the way you do it.
We got an expert in studio. Jim is going to really come in handy here.
I'd like to have my ass rubbed.
No, you don't say that. You say it like...
You say it very, very professional.
Because this way, what you're doing is you're giving her reason to put a finger in your asshole without feeling like a hooker. So you're like, do you do glutes because, or you say like, yeah, I like the glutes because I've been traveling, I'm doing a lot of elliptical, I'm doing the blah, 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 and they're like, oh, okay, he sounds... And they can go, and then that gives them a chance to go, yes, I will do them. So you basically said, you're going to rub my ass, and she said yes.
His smelly roid ass, because he's been sitting on a fucking plane for
swamp
weeks.
ass.
Those things that look like water balloons or pinatas are actually my fucking blood-filled roids. Could you chew on them a little like tobacco?
The lines are flying already. Jordan from Scranton. I invented the internet. Now suck my cock.
Exactly.
And then Hoffman in Virginia, very good. I'm sorry, where did this interview happen again? Was it in Gurney, Illinois?
Gurney. It was me and the vice president.
All right.
Area besides his back and whole body. I inquired if this was due to the long flight hours, and he said yes. I mentally noted that a request for adductor work is a bit unusual. In the massage world...
What?
Adductor?
Adductor. Is that his taint?
Does anybody know what that is? Adductor.
Well, fuck.
I'm going to guess it's like where the... Adductor. It's what Steve is.
Google it. Google it. Google
He's
it.
adductor.
Google it. Google it. Google it. Travis, anything?
Yeah, it's on the side of the thigh.
I was just going to say
inner thigh?
Magnus muscle.
I would imagine.
Yeah, the inner
side.
Oh, shit.
The large triangular muscle situated on the medial side of the thigh.
Which is medial.
Where? Show.
Yeah, and put your mouth
Triangular.
Right here, Ange. Where on?
The side part of the inferior ramus of the pubis.
Of course.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's like right in your fucking crotch area.
Is it that ligament right there?
Yeah. He learned the fucking, he learned the lingo.
Shit. So he go, no, man. You know what I mean? Instead of saying, rub my fucking ball bag.
Rub up by my balls.
Those are those tendons that are right there.
Yeah.
That's that fucking part. Rub my balls and my ass.
So you can't say that, then, you know.
Oh, how do you not love? Just jerk him off, for Christ's sake. He could have pressed the nuclear weapon button whenever he wanted. Fucking 54-year-old nothing lady.
But he's got it now because he's using the proper
lingo.
Right.
He knew.
I had 6 fingers in my gluteus.
Unusual. In the massage world, sometimes it is said to possibly, but rarely, be that it's a precursor to inappropriate behavior by male client, but that's not necessarily out of the range of professional treatment. There are legitimate conditions for such requests, and I've had them.
And can you explain that in layman's term, the adductor, where that is on the body?
The adductor is the inside muscles of the thigh. If you're riding horse bareback, you got to clench with your thighs to hang on. And the reason for this, I mean, besides that it's kind of a private area, but there's lots of people that have had adductor work done. It depends on the context of who your clients are, who you are, what kind of work you do.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
Oh, he said he was riding his fat wife around the house, and he had spurs in her little fat hips over the parental labels.
And she comes across very confident. You know what I mean?
She seems like she's probably a legit therapist.
Yeah.
I could have got her to jerk me, but...
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Probably not. No. I doubt it.
You're a pro.
Please, Al's a pro. When you got VP in front of your name, I mean, that's all you need.
She's got LMT in front of her name.
And
she's got LMT. He's got VP.
Say.
Yeah. He knew how to work this perfectly. All right.
When I began doing the requested abdominal work on him, he became
abdominal
somewhat...
work too. Oh yes,
Yeah.
the ass, stomach, and balls. What happens by the abs? The cock gets hard, and it brushes the old knuckles. Oh God, he and I read the same book. Do you understand? This is what I do.
This guy's brilliant. Yep. Al Gore is a genius.
All you people that were crying Bush stole the election in 2000, he stole it from a guy who likes to get jerked off the same way as Jimmy Norton.
Old little Jimmy Norton.
Little Jimmy and a little Al like the same thing. We like our abductor muscles. Could you rub my glutes and abs and abductors? Asshole, balls, and stomach, bitch. Asshole, balls, and stomach. Rub the head of my cock, rub my balls, and finger my tuchus. Toot sweet, bitch.
Holy shit.
That's all it is.
That guy changed his shirt. Is that the same guy?
No, different guy.
Way to go, man.
Yeah,
way to
that's-
go.
that's
You can't
fucking-
tell them apart, can you?
That's fucking
Way to go.
Puxatani Phil teeth.
Not even close, by the way.
No.
Not even close. Two completely different guys. But they're in front of the same bridge, though, so I
Yeah.
can see why you're a little confused.
That's why.
Talking about, if you're just tuning in, there's a reporter on CNN. He was wearing a bright pink shirt today.
It's beautiful.
Seems incredibly inappropriate for a newsman.
When I began doing the requested abdominal work on him, he became somewhat vocal, with muffled moans, etc., and he began to...
Oh, you...
Oh, God.
Here's what you do.
Oh, that's good. That's get my abductor muscle. My glutes. Stick a finger in my ass. He loves his boner on his ab.
What do you got on the global warming thing, though? Just takes him out of his
You
game.
distracted him again.
Hey, can we have some nice massage music today,
Dude,
Travis?
the fucking...
I would appreciate it.
The noises, it's so what you do. This woman is so...
I got on my O face. My O face.
with muffled moans, etc., and he began demanding that I go lower and massaging on the abdominal area. I was shocked, and I did not massage beyond what is considered a safe non-sexual area of the abdomen. He further insisted and acted angry, becoming verbally sharp and loud. I went into much deeper shock as I realized it appeared he was demanding sexual favors.
Touch my cock!
Or sexual behaviors. I decided to declare I got so freaked I got a tiny bit mad under my terror.
Let's be honest, you weren't terrified.
No.
But
she's looking for a payday.
Or Al Gore's not going to kill you.
Yeah, there's no terror there. Maybe in other situations with her, sure, but there's no terror there.
If anything, he's got the right to be mad. He's Al Gore, and he said, go lower on my abs, and there's a problem?
Way to go, Jimmy. Absolutely right.
I understand this language, though. Then again, so does every man.
What is there, a whole code thing that happens?
Just the moaning. Oh, yeah, go a little lower on the abs, and he wanted his fucking cockhead brushed. Jesus Christ, just brush his cock.
Brush his cock.
He was almost president.
Exactly.
Give him that at
a
least.
life of public service. The fucking information superhighway. Spit in your hand and fucking jerk him off, asshole lady.
Asshole lady.
The guy did help create the internet. I don't want to hear any nerds. No, he didn't. Shut up.
he seems like he did. You want more audio?
More than I want to breathe.
I decided to clarify things by asking him, as he angrily complained that I was not doing what he wanted, for him to show me exactly what he wanted me to do, such as wear a massage. I said, well, why don't you show me? Because I thought, this is too nuts. He grabbed my right hand hard, shoved it down under the sheet to his pubic hair area, my fingers brushing against his penis, and firmly planted my hand on his pubic crest region and said to me, there, in a very sharp, loud, angry-sounding tone.
There, you dummy! Right over my cock! Oh, Al.
Exactly. Jerk me off, stupid.
Oh, my God. He was into this.
Oh, I hate these fucking... But she's annoying me, too. Because she's crying like it's like, stop acting like a victim. You know the guy wants to get jerked off? Just fucking jerk him off.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
And she's a massage therapist, and she's so freaked out. Like, this has never happened to her before.
Exactly.
Please.
Well, you think she...
was asking for it? Yes.
Well, not to be a party pooper, but do you think she's thinking, I can't leave this massage because it's Al Gore. I'm going to get in trouble? So do you think she was just trying to get through the hour and a half, whatever it was?
Yeah.
Without having to fucking jack him off?
Without having to go downstairs and tell everyone, Al Gore wants me to jerk him off. You know what I mean?
The police report thing is annoying, though. Because, come on, he's not a criminal. You know what it was.
Like, I'm thinking regular guy, she's walking out there like, you know what, and then could go to her bosses or whatever and say, well, you know the deal. This fucking guy wanted to get jerked off upstairs.
Exactly.
But it's Al Gore, so you're like, fuck, what do I do? What do you think?
Now.
Absolutely. I think you're right. She probably is a straight-laced masseuse.
Could
be. Oh, my God, here we go.
This is all happening really fast, as you can imagine. Further yet into shock from both his demand and his angry, intimidating behavior, I subtly and slowly slid my hand up away from the area and told him it would be a counterproductive massage technique, as he had said that he'd wanted to unwind from stress and relax, and that it would get him too awake, I said euphemistically and diplomatically. I felt like I was dancing on the edge of a razor. He angrily raged in an accusatory and threatening confrontational tone. He bellowed at me. Just scared the shit out of me. I mean, I had no idea. And I've never had a client yell at me, except for one who was brain injured and she was drunk, and I've worked with her all the time. She's just a mess. But he squirted at me. He goes, I'm not asking, imagine yelling, I'm not asking for you to do anything inappropriate. To which I replied in a softer, terrified, calming tone, no impropriety was inferred, sir. At this point, I was realizing just how crazy and insidious he was and how precarious my situation was when he said the aforementioned, even though he clearly wanted inappropriate touch.
Wow. Yeah, Eric from Virginia Tech. How awful is she? Pubic crest region.
Yeah, real
the pubic
sexy.
crest region.
Yeah, she is annoying. Although he was probably being stupid, too. You can't yell at the therapist if she won't do it. A lot of times they won't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to just realize, whatever. She said no.
Wow, Al was getting uptight.
He then tried another tactic as though he had very suddenly switched personalities and began in a pleading tone, pleading for release of his second chakra there. There's so much tension being held. This was yet...
Try to talk to her in her own language.
This guy's good.
Release the chakra.
Yes.
Oh.
Release the Kraken.
Is that officially a chakra?
I don't know what the fuck a chakra is, but I know that they say that. I love when these holistic people, they're like, and you have your chakra. Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna
spit
release
in your
your
hand
chakra.
and fucking yank my prick.
Yeah.
How about that? And you'll be chakra'd and how much gets on your blouse.
Tension being held. This was yet another euphemism for sexual activity he was requesting, put cleverly as though it were a spiritual request or something. I was further deeply shocked and repulsed as my realization of what was happening sunk in, and especially as my mind was now reeling from this absolute betrayal by someone I had inherently trusted as a good guy who cares about people, including me, because of his public persona.
Wow. Wow.
It would be horrible, a guy like that, wanting you to jerk him off if that's not what you do. That is like a weird...
She sounds legit, Jimmy.
She does. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
she
sounds pretty good there. She doesn't sound like just some whore they brought in and...
Right.
You know, yeah, well, he wanted me to jack him off.
Oh, my
She's
God.
got all the clinical terminology and everything.
Release my chakra.
My chakra.
Dude, we haven't even...
Cockra.
We haven't even begun with this audio.
Oh, there's more?
Oh, my
Yay!
God.
Love
Condoms, erection,
tongue
please. Kiss.
One at a time. This is wonderful.
This
Pink.
is great stuff.
Wife, nipples, groping, stains, slacks.
This is great.
When I came out, he was in his robe and he complimented me on the session. I felt I could leave without further problems from him, but I was wrong in that surmising. I was free.
So she got through the massage. She obviously felt like she couldn't leave. She was scared. And then she's thinking, okay, I finally got got past this. I can get the fuck out of here and make believe this never happened. But Al wasn't having any of that.
Very
I was freaked out and trying to act calm and collected so as not to look vulnerable and so as to keep any other weirdness from him from happening. He engaged me in small talk as I headed for my massage table to break it down, and he came over to where I was while I was trying to pack up. And then he wrapped me in an inescapable embrace as I turned around, giving this come hither look deep into my eyes and caressed my back and buttocks and breasts. I squirmed to try and get out of his grasp.
Holy shit.
He couldn't take it anymore.
No more chakra talk, huh?
No. Fuck that. Give me those tits.
I squirmed to try and get out of his grasp, telling him to stop, don't, several times, and I finally told him and said, "You're being a crazed sex poodle," hoping that he'd realize how weird he was being, yet he persisted. He was much stronger than me, bigger than me, and insistent. It was completely unnerving.
Crazed sex poodle?
This doesn't sound good for Al.
No. Fucking great, though.
I had the fear that rape would be inevitable if I could not get out of the room, yet I could see no way to immediately leave without it also being a risk to my safety, because I felt he would use force to counteract forceful moves on my part. So I distracted him by pointing out the box of chocolates on the conference table.
Hey, fatso, look at those.
And he poured it into a wine or brandy glass, after which, taking a sip, he pushed it to my lips as he cornered me with a big seduction smile. I don't drink. I'm allergic to alcohol.
Pause.
I
wonder if that means she's in recovery.
Allergic to alcohol.
Not to blow her spot up, but I
Makes
mean,
her all fucked up.
Yeah, she might have a real allergy to it, but if I don't, I will sometimes say that if I'm out with people
It's
who
an
don't
easy
know
out,
my
right? Instead of dealing
history,
with it,
yeah.
Look, I'm allergic to this shit.
Yeah, wow. Ooh.
Ooh.
I did enough in college anyway. I pushed it away, saying I do not drink liquor because of allergies. And he insisted, saying, "Come on, just taste it," and pushed it into my lips again, whereby I ended up sipping some. He then forced an open-mouth kiss on me, who was cornered by him, sticking his tongue into my mouth to French kiss me. I pushed back and said, stop it, you're being way too frisky." And I was distressed and shocked and terrified.
Frisky. You're being a little too frisky here, you.
That allergy alcohol line makes me really believe her. That's not something you'd
But she
make
had a
up.
few sips.
No, she didn't
say. He dumped it in her mouth.
He was again. No, she said she sipped it, but it wasn't.
Cum or booze, you dummy.
He probably just said, "Come on, take some," and probably just hit her lips, and
Holy shit, man! Very aggressive.
What a dope he is.
He really, really is a little.
Want to force her to relapse?
Aggressive.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah. Jeez.
I was distressed, shocked, and terrified. He laughed, clearly enjoying himself at the expense of my discomfort, refusal, and fear. This was ever more disturbing and frightening to me, as I saw he was determined to have a sexual act with me. At this time, he had been pressing his body up against mine and holding me tightly. And I was not certain if his robe was open or closed in the front. It seemed part way open, like the robes are small, he's rotund, And I did not want to look down to see. I could feel what seemed to be an erection from him, lest he be further encouraged and aroused by seeing me look down, and I did not want to look anyway as he repulsed me.
You fucking. Oh, what a bitch.
Oh, man. Al was a naughty boy.
Al is so naughty.
Al had an erection.
She never would have said anything if he would have just let her go after the massage and said, "Look, I'm sorry, I got a little frisky. It's been a long time." If he would have made her feel like, "Look, I respect you. I was just a bit of an ass. My apologies." Because I've had times when massage therapists said no. And
but that means yes, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, so I hit the bitch with a clock. I brained her with a clock and fucked her while she was snoozing.
Not a boy, Jimmy.
Not a boy. I don't take no means yes. Yes means yes.
It's all just yes.
All means yes. No, rub my abdomen. Touch my whatever thing. Dick balls ass. Dick balls and ass quickly. Here you go, you drunk. Have some booze on your lips.
I don't care. You're in recovery.
Hi, Miller. Have a little booze on your lips. Maybe this will loosen you up. You need to get sauced again. That's what you need.
Not caring what that would do to the broad after they separate.
Oh, I know.
Now
Yeah.
she's back drinking. Jesus.
He fucked up though, but he made. Because I've gotten very annoyed when they've said no, especially when they've brushed my cock, quote unquote, accidentally, and then said no. But it's like I can't yell at them because technically they are there doing what they're supposed to do. So I've gotten mad just because it's about I want what I want when I want it. Every man wants it.
You think he sat there just going, I fucked up, Frankie. I really fucked up this time.
Wow. All right.
There was the hotel room treat box, the kind of thing, usually a basket that holds chips, cookies, teas, chocolates, etc. you commonly see in hotel rooms. And he said that the hotel had put condoms in it. He held up a small plastic case at me, and I was getting more deeply distressed by all this, and all I could think to say was to dispute that it was condoms. I just found this unbelievable because I didn't know that these were in the treat boxes. I probably stay in Motel 6s. They don't have these things. And I didn't have my glasses on, so it looked like one of those little plastic sewing kits to me. So the first thing I blurted out, I said, "It's a sewing kit."
Wow, there's no way a hotel would put that in a gift basket, right?
I think they do. It's in the treat baskets. Like they have like the little naughty lotion.
Yeah,
it's expensive too because they know that you're in a pinch. You're going to use the rubber in the hotel thing. That's a 5-star hotel, I think. You know what I mean?
He's not staying in some shithole.
It's probably standard in the room. I don't think they gave it to him.
Oh, it sounded like a gift basket.
Do you remember we used to stay in that one in D.C.?
Yeah.
And where Melinda found the mice or whatever in the back? That, I think, would have condoms in the minibar area.
It did, yep. Yeah, it had all kinds of like lotions and all kinds of
lotions, potions.
Sexy stuff.
That's a cool little hotel.
Yeah, until they found fucking live rats in the back.
Yeah.
People under the stairs.
No mice.
Oh, are they mice?
Yeah, fuck it.
Rats, mice. Nah, it's a big difference.
Those are cool. We used
Rats
to go down
are
to D.C.
fucking vicious compared to mice. Mice are just creepy. And if you have mice, you don't have rats, so...
Really?
I had to learn all this stuff when I was infested with mice in my old brownstone. Yeah. The audio continues with this.
Then I asked him I said, how do you rectify this with your wife?
Rectum?
Thinking this would cause him some remorse and mellowing, to which he angrily bellowed instead. Quick shift of mood again, which frightened me more. I never saw anybody's moods just like this. It made me go, this man should never be in charge of the red button. It was really scary. His mood, he bellowed. He goes, I wasn't going to do anything. I mean, just screaming. More deeply frightened by his temper and the way he was suddenly stalking around like a dog with hackles up on his back, I started backpedaling with something everyone's relationship or marriage is a private affair. No one really knows for absolute certainty what is the true arrangement that was private with Bill and Hillary, for example, anyway, and that part's nobody's business, but I'm trying to fix things. I realized later, this is just a side, I really stepped in it because talk about Bill and Hillary is like a sore point with this guy, and I didn't know, so he's just like, and I'm like, really freaked out.
Oh, and I'm like, why didn't she just jerk him off? The second he came, he would have been mellow.
Yeah.
Oh, he's yelling.
Embarrassed Al.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of good instant feedback. Jordan again. This guy can't get some young environmentalist college broad to lick his asshole.
He can get whatever he wants. That's why he was alone, 11 o'clock, wanted to get jerked. That's what he wanted.
A few people saying, why don't I believe Al? And then a few people saying she sounds like she's reading it. I guarantee she's reading this.
She's reading her statement.
Yeah, this is a big fucking deal. So she got her thoughts together on paper before she... before they pushed record.
This was the statement. She is actually reading her statement.
Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah. She wrote a statement, and they said, we want you to read it. I think just so that there was no manipulation of it.
Right.
But it's not that I don't believe Al.
She absolutely is reading it.
But I've been there too many times And this does not sound like a lie. I just believe her. She doesn't sound like she's lying.
Kristen Redding, at least Republicans hire actual hookers. What was the one about? Yeah, we were going to get rid of Clinton for this guy. This guy sounds creepier than fucking Clinton, right?
Yes.
There's a few more, but a lot of people reacting to this audio today. Al gave her a big tongue kiss and grabbed her bra.
Again, he approached me and he grasped me and gave me a big tongue kiss. At this point, I was even more afraid of him physically, and I tried again hard to squirm away. He grabbed at my right camisole bra strap under and through the armhole of my sleeveless sweater and roughly tried to pull it down off me in an attempt to disrobe me, saying, "What's this?" I broke away from him and firmly, with even more distress again, said loudly, "Stop it!" And disturbingly, he giggled some more. He's getting off on it.
Jesus. Stephen S. from Bayshore, she's allergic to shutting the fuck up.
Really? Clam up.
You know what? Kyle from Indiana writes, if she was so scared, why didn't she just leave? We sort of talked about that. I think she felt like she couldn't leave because it's the vice president.
Yeah.
And in a weird way, people are going to be like, shut the fuck up. That really?
Plus, she doesn't want to get... All of a sudden, and again, I would normally say the guy, but she's got to realize that she might be fired if the fucking former vice president says that girl tried to... All he has to say is, I threw her out of my room because she offered me sex for money. She offered to perform oral sex on me for an extra $200, and then all of a sudden she's got the ex-vice president of the United States. That is a hairy position for a woman to be in, man.
That's what he should have used, though. He should have said, look, if you don't do this, I am going to go out there and say that you offered me sex, and I was outraged.
I think as a guy, you can't say such a piece of shit thing. It's almost, that's the equivalent of pulling out a gun. It's just no fun after that.
Yeah,
it's just no fun after that.
If you need that.
Wow, okay, listen to this.
All I could think of, the song was Dear Mr. President by Pink. He said it was written to protest the current administration and that it has been or was going to be chosen to accompany some presentation of his or a film, as were some other songs chosen by Melissa Etheridge. As soon as he had it playing, he turned to me and he immediately flipped me flat on my back and threw his whole body face down over atop me, pinning me down and outweighing me by quite a bit. "Get off me, you big lummox," I loudly protested to him, and I struggled with my whole body to shove him as hard as I could to roll him off me and get out from underneath him, and I using my whole left leg and stuff, and that's where I strained all the muscles, but I didn't realize it at the time.
And then he tried to go on a motorboat ride, but he was too fat and the motorboat engine fell off. You big lummox.
This is Melissa Etheridge.
Yeah. Oh, very good. They're saying Pink.
Yeah.
Pink was playing. Al Gore likes Pink.
Oh, boy, is Al Gore embarrassed today.
Yeah, he's probably not going out.
I will say Fox is covering it, but why is this not on every other news channel? This is huge fucking news.
No, it will be today, Jimmy. This one they're not going to avoid.
Oh.
Thank God.
I don't think
I can't stand the oil shit anyways.
Enough about the oil.
We need more stuff to check out.
Stupid oil. Yeah, I don't see the other stations really pounding this story like Fox is. Of course, Fox is, Fox. They're going to jump on this one.
CNN has to jump on this. They would be crazy not to.
And not like
this is big ratings.
They won't bash. They won't bash Al Gore that bad. Not that badly.
You big lummox.
Oh my God! Listen to this one.
I started to sit up, and he tightly grasped my right wrist and hand. And we lay on our sides a couple feet apart, looking at each other as he played the song, him singing along with it as if he were revealing deep feelings like some bizarre karaoke, and me stuck there staring at this unpredictable predator, wondering how to get loose and get away. I was terrified to struggle further because I felt like he would then force himself on top of me again. I did not know what to do next. I was just shocked at his craziness. I forced a smile, and I just asked him with a quiet, sympathetic tone in my voice at that point. I just said, how long were you whacked out after the election? I just got to the point where I was like, to which he replied, 6.5 years so far, just giggling his head off, and then he went on singing to me.
Wow, he sounds crazy.
He sounds insane.
He was singing a Pink song while trying to get jerked off in the hotel.
He was this close to being our president.
I know. And he's running around. He seems like a cunt because when these guys are questioning him about the environment, he's like, I'm not doing any interviews.
Right.
He seems like a bit of a douche.
That's good. Somebody wrote that down. When asked what his act was called, he said the Aristocrats. Ta-da! He likes pink.
A lot of questions coming in. We got a couple more clips here, but first, Ryan in Florida. Ryan.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
Ryan.
I got a question for Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, do you ever have like any straight-laced like massage therapists ever offer hand jobs, or do you kind of always have to ask for them?
It's a bit of a cat and mouse game because I want to feel like she kind of wants to do it because she likes my cock, and she kind of wants to feel like she wants to do it because I'm special. It's like we both like to play a game with each other, and this is any client with any therapist. I never liked when they would just go, hey, if you want anything extra, it's going to be. That would never turn me on because there was no game, there was no seduction there. Have I had legit ones do stuff? Absolutely.
Wow.
But it almost never does it happen the first time with the legit ones. Like, I've had a few that I think got addicted to the money because you're paying them a lot, and but usually the first time they wouldn't. But you got a vibe that it was possible after. It's a perverted dance you're doing, but it's like it's cool. It's like, you take care of her, she's taking care of whatever. It's nothing wrong with it, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I had. Punch out.
But if a legit massage therapist jerks you off, isn't she not legit?
Again, a lot of the one used to drive me crazy because she would say, "Look, I don't do that anymore," and I wanted her so bad, but she used to do it. I knew she used to do it. I think a lot of them have at one point.
Yeah.
But if a legit one does it, is she not legit? It's misogynist is a sensual thing, man. Again, can it be very professional? And are there massage therapists that are completely not? Yes. The ones you see in spas and hotels are normally. But to be that close to somebody all the time, to have to tuck a sheet so you don't touch their balls or ass, you're never that far away. And I know physical therapists for sports teams will scream at me for that, but
fuck them.
It's not as big a leap as you would think. And I don't think it's prostitution, to be honest with you. I really don't. I mean, legally it is, sure, but if a girl's massaging you and she's kind of like, why not, and she jerks you off, that to me does not make her a hooker.
No?
No. If she sucks your dick, that's different. That's a totally different level of sexual interaction.
I love Jimmy's logic here.
But it is. You know what I mean? One is, jerking somebody off is completely
just a mechanical release,
devoid of any disease risk, of any intimacy. It's dick sucking and fucking or pussy eating. I mean, that's a totally different ballgame. Fucking.
What about giving up the ass?
That's acceptable in a profession because you're an LMT.
Yes. And she's massaging your dick with her colon.
That means
walls.
lick my tuchus.
Lick my taint.
Yeah, taint.
2 more clips to go here.
He pleaded, grabbed me, engulfed me in embrace, tongue kissed me, massaged me, groped my breasts, and painfully squeezed my nipples through my clothing, pressed his pelvis against.
He's an angry motherfucker,
I
man.
love him. He's one of those fat massage lady tits.
Yeah.
My clothing, pressed his pelvis against mine, rubbed my buttocks with his hands and fingers, and rubbed himself against my crotch, saying, you know you want to do it, as I kept pulling and struggling and pulling away from him. This is when I'm up and trying to leave. I finally got out the door after being forcibly being pulled back in the room in the doorway by him a couple times and trying to leave, to be groped and fondled and have tongue kisses forced on me. This is what he's doing. And that's when he's saying, you know you want to do it. And I was just thinking, oh my God. When I finally got away, I hurried down the hall to the elevator and went downstairs via the elevator, where I felt really shaky and faint. And I arrived quite shaken at the main lobby, where I could hardly think or write, yet I needed to scribble out a receipt for the hotel to get cash before I left.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's when he grabbed me again.
Yes, that's when the night concierge raped me with his little bell that you ring when he's away from his desk. He put the bell in my anus.
One more clip, and man, this is the doozy, the grand finale.
As I took off my clothing to go to the shower, I noticed some stains on the front of my black slacks. These were newer black slacks. It might have been the second time I wore them, so it's a thicker, dressy. Possibly I could wear them on a date, so I was trying to be like I'm messed up. And I took them off, and I said, "What's those stains on the front of those?" And I wondered if it was soap or bodily fluids from Gore pushing up against me repeatedly, because they're about here, holding me down, etc., with nothing on but his hotel-issued terry robe with a belt to hold it closed. I carefully hung them up and decided to be sure not to launder them until I knew more what to do with what had happened. Just my intuition.
More fucking splooge for the collection.
Clear stuff, Donner.
What is it with him and Clinton getting cum all over everybody's outfit?
Know. Come on.
You dummies.
Wow. Jesus, Al.
What do you say, Al?
What does this mean in the end? You know, he's not really going for any office anymore.
But he's not fucking talking. That's
probably
why
doesn't
are you
care
not
that his
denying
marriage
this?
is over.
Why aren't you denying this? But I'm saying if it's not true, you got to come out and go, she's a liar.
Right.
This woman is lying.
I bet it's completely true.
Yeah, it sounds.
That's why.
It sounds true.
Yeah.
The Gores have no comment.
Yeah.
Really? No comment on sexual allegations?
At least say, no, I didn't do that.
Of course.
Yeah.
I would never cheat on my lovely wife, Tipper.
Tipper. Ugh.
Sex crazed poodle.
Oh, God. He just wanted it. Yeah, good for him. What a guy. Was this the cop punching the girl story? Where did this go? What happened to this
That's
guy?
Al and the lady in the hotel room.
Wow.
Where'd that story end up?
I don't know.
I wonder if he's in trouble or...
Seattle girl apologizes to the cop who punched her in the face.
Oh, okay, good. As well she should. Ex-con.
Oh, wow, this came in. Okay. Everyone has a comment about the Al Gore audio. This is Steve. In Michigan,
Yes.
It looks like. Steve, what do you got?
Yeah, I was just thinking if he should have just held up his Nobel Prize in front of her and pelted her in the face from behind it.
Just hit her over the head with his
From
nose.
behind her thumb.
I know, you had a good concept. You panicked on us, Steve.
Nobel Peace Prize is P-I-E-C-E.
Just knock her over the head with his Nobel Peace Prize.
Was that terrible?
Yeah.
Oh, Aunt, bad day for you.
What happened?
Chocolate Cheerios has hit the market.
I knew it.
Fucking chocolate Cheerios. Not only chocolate Cheerios, they're putting them in the box with the regular Cheerios.
Ah. Every commercial now, too, is just a lot of interracial.
Even the Cheerios.
Things on commercials. So, yeah, even the Cheerios are interracial.
Well, they're hanging out together now.
But they show a lot of these commercials where there's kids, like school kids, Uncle Paul, and they're just all buddying around like a black girl and a white kid, and they're like got their arms around each other. Yeah.
Cheerios. Probably tastes like you're eating this box of little donuts or something, you know, they're all circles. It's like you eat me a box of donuts for breakfast. It's like you're supposed to start your day like that, right?
Jason in Detroit, what do you got?
Good morning, boys.
Hey, Jason.
Happy birthday, Jimmy. How come this broad waited 3 years? Didn't this stuff happen 3 years ago when the police wanted to talk to her? She didn't want to talk, and all of a sudden...
Yeah, and you know why she came out 3 years later? That's a very good question. This didn't happen like last fall or anything.
This statement didn't happen 3 years ago?
I don't know. But, I mean, the whole incident happened 3 years ago.
She didn't want to talk to the police. She never talked to the police 3 years ago.
Yes, so why now is a very good question.
Money. That's it. Money.
So she could have got the money 3 years ago when Al Gore was even hotter. Think about it. 3 years ago, Al Gore was really hot.
Well, maybe she's just a dumb broad.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the details on that.
It's really hot. You find him attractive? Huh?
Real hot. Yeah, that fucking Al Gore.
He's so hot. He's
fucking
rotund. Did she call him rotund?
Yeah. She did a couple of fat references.
She really did. A lummox.
A lummox.
You lummox. Get off of me, you lummox.
No guy wants to hear that. I'm a lummox. Lummox.
We got a Chip in Ohio. Chip.
Yeah, at one point, Al gave up and said, "No more Yankee my cranky. Donga need food."
Oh, very good.
That's a good one.
Going back.
That would be not Pretty in Pink, right? Or it was the other one.
16
16
Candles.
Candles. It was 16 Candles. You're right.
One of them.
This guy a little mad. Mike in Jacksonville. Mike.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Mike.
Hey.
Not necessarily mad, no. I was just playing a little devil's advocate. Shit, that word, advocate.
Yeah!
If you strip away all the conjecture this lady is using and all the fucking, I felt scared and terrified, she could completely be playing this in a coy, flirting around type of way. If you take what she's actually claimed to have said.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying,
using
buddy.
the cutesy little words instead of just being very firm and saying,
well, the
being as firm as Al was.
The problem is the aggressiveness after the massage. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
That's what it is. He wanted some fucking pussy.
I think she didn't know how to handle him. He probably is moody and weird like that. She probably didn't know how to handle him, and so you try to use that whore talk, quote unquote, just to go, look, come on, what's the matter? She probably didn't want to come off and go, hey, you fucking pig, stop it, because she had to get her money, and he was the ex-vice president.
But if she is a licensed massage
An
therapist,
LMT,
yes, then she should know what to do. Like if a fucking doctor is doing something. And you're like, hey, doc, jerk me off. The doctor's not going to use playful language.
I think she was scared because she couldn't believe it was Al Gore, and then she has to go downstairs and go, Al Gore just fucking groped me upstairs. People can be like, shut the fuck up. That's what I'm thinking anyway. I don't know. You might be right. I think anyone else that's not in the public eye, she does do just that if she's not into it.
Yeah.
Gets the fuck out of the situation immediately. Gets herself out of the situation.
She should have.